48.
When it comes to manure, Kuhn Knight isn't afraid to say they've handled all kinds for over 60 years. Whether it's dry, wet, slurry, or pin pack, Kuhn Knight has the right spreaders to handle your material. Choose between the rear discharge system, with capacities of 165 to 1,230 cubic feet, or pick the side discharge system, with 1,000 to 5,000 gallons of capacity. Ask your local Apple Farm Service to learn more about the lineup of Kuhn Knight manure spreaders.
Welcome back to Ohio Country today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Jason Farley, and we're here at beautiful Mechanicsburg, Ohio at Apple Farm Service. And Jason, of course, is a precision specialist with Apple Farm Service. Jason, we had a really cool event here today. Tell us a little bit about it.
We had a PML clinic today on the New Holland side to bring in our customers in the door to show them what's new, what's up and coming with the precision farming world. We also went over to what we can do with all the data that we didn't know what to do with in the past.
You know, that's one thing that our farmers are getting more used to is this new technology. I shouldn't say new because it's been around for a while now, but the changing technology, if you will, and especially using the data. Let's talk about how they can use that data on their operation.
Yeah, we can use the data now to be able to see where we need to do any kind of tiling out in the fields if we need to apply more nitrogen or variable rate a lot of the seeding. We're using the data now to overlay on maps as far as grid sampling and yield maps and layer them in so that we can tell where we need to put more nitrogen or slow down the rates, do more variable rate on the seeding and also on the fertilizing side.
You know, what's really cool as part of that is that the mapping system has really changed. I mean, you've been doing this now for 15 some odd years, if you will. I mean, you've seen how that mapping system has changed. Maybe talk a little bit about that and how that has integrated into systems like this.
Yeah, when I first started doing all this, it was just GPS steering and we were collecting a lot of data, but we didn't know what to do with the data. So nowadays, we're able to take the data and utilize that data, and we're still doing a lot more studying to try to figure out what to do with some of the data that we don't even know what to do yet with. We're making it more simpler for the customer to go out there and to apply. We're making it easier for them to go out and get their maps and be able to utilize their equipment all the way across the farm.
Now, again, as far as this technology, it's a technology that's adaptable to most equipment that's out there, correct?
That's correct. They got what they call ISO compatibility now, so we could hook up a green planter up to a blue tractor, and we can run that through an ISO connection. So instead of having multiple monitors in the tractor, now we're down to maybe one monitor in the tractor.
Now, most of this technology, too, is run off of a satellite system, correct?
That is correct. We have WAS, which is a free government satellite that we use, which is 6 to 8 inches accuracy within about a 15-20 minute window period, where we can go up now to all the way to RTK, and RTK is getting this pinpoint accuracy of sub-inch accuracy.
That's really amazing. I mean, for as long as we've been around the industry our entire lives, to see that kind of technology, to get to that precision accuracy, precision is the key word here. I mean, this is something that our farmers haven't seen before, and what they have seen, it's constantly changing, and it's getting better, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. More of the studies are doing, we're learning what to do with more of the data and the technology on side of it, it's just it's endless of what we can do now and what's coming in the future.
What's important, too, is keeping the farmers educated on this kind of technology, and that's what you're doing here today. And how often will you have these types of training sessions?
We'll have them a few times throughout the years. It all depends on if we're going over the GPS side of it or even like the planter clinics that we're going to have coming up in the future. We'll go over what the changes is on the planters or what's changing with the GPS and the data world.
You know, Jason, you're traveling here to Mechanicsburg, and I know you're a little bit farther north out of Wapakoneta way, but you're traveling all over the place at every Apple Farm Service location and other places, too, to make sure that our farmers get that information and are trained on that on a regular basis.
Yes, I'm traveling.
You're going to go anywhere.
Yep, go anywhere I'm needed, wherever we need to be at that time. where we got an issue, if I got to go out and fix an issue, or if we're doing a new install, or we're going to just see what the farmer what we can do for him to better his investment into the crops.
You know, when we talk about installation, what does that process entail so our farmers know the time that's required in order to get that technology on their equipment?
It's gotten a lot better over the years. It doesn't take as long to get a tractor to steer anymore or get the technology on it as much. It's a lot simpler to where we just go out about 2.5 hours, and then we go out and calibrate, and then also sit down with the customer in the cab of the tractor and train them on how to operate the system. The planters are getting a little bit more cumbersome, where we're applying more to them, adding more electronics to the planters, so we can control seed depth, and we can be able to variable rate the seed and everything. That takes a little bit more time because we're dealing with a lot more parts and a lot more wiring.
You know, one of the things I think every farmer is accustomed to, if you will, are the input cost in order to achieve profitability. So what kind of investment, or what kind of return on their investment, should I say, are you going to get out of applying this technology to your operation?
We're going to utilize a little bit more of how much we're putting the seed in the ground or sprayer application. We're also got section control where we are not over applying or overlapping where we've already sprayed or we've already planted. So now we're shutting that off. So we're saving on the seed costs. We're saving on the fertilizer inputs. We're going to try to get it down to where, we're putting the exact chemical right where we need it.
Jason Farley has been our guest precision specialist, and that's the key when it comes to precision technology here at Apple Farm Service. Jason, if people want more information or to learn about this particular technology, or maybe even have you come out and talk to them about it, where can they go?
applefarmservice.com, and they can get our numbers there and be able to contact us to come out and see what will best fit their farm.
And of course, we'll have a link to that site as well at our website, inohiocountry.com. We'll be back with more right after this.
They say good news spreads fast, and for a Meyer manure spreader, it spreads even too. Spread fast, even, and accurate with a new Meyer manure spreader from your local Apple Farm Service. Experience the famous and unique rear discharge system on the VMAX series, the V4 series, the Industrial SXI series, the Crop Max series, the Poultry Litter Spreaders, and the Truck Mount Spreaders. Spread the good news. Ask your local Apple Farm Service to learn more.